my privileged to welcome my sponsor, a good friend of mine that I've now known for over 2 years. He lives in California, good old sunny California, which is nearly as sunny as what the UK's been. We've had some good weather, but anyway, this gentleman has been involved in the industry for many, many years, has made many, many millions, and he is going to share some ideas on some training. So please, without any further ado, I'd like to welcome my sponsor, my friend, Joe Gomez. Joe, over to you.
Awesome. I hope everybody's doing well. Simon, thank you for hosting this and being faithful as usual. I appreciate it. I'm going to switch sides so you guys can see me. It was sunny over here, so you couldn't see me because I'm underneath the patio. But anyways, man, it's been a crazy, like, the last 3 weeks, what's been going on in the business. And here's what I've been telling everybody. Summer's over. People spent more money than what they had. Now they're trying to prepare for the holidays, and they're realizing, okay, well, maybe I don't have this credit card. So people are on grind mode again. People are on hustle mode again. People are looking for another stream of income. But here's what's crazy. The people that stayed servant, the people that stayed faithful. Let me hang up on this. Hold on. All right, there you go. Somebody's calling me right now. But sorry, they'll have to call them back. The people that have stayed committed, the people that have stayed the course, the people that have stayed in what I call zone one are reaping the rewards right now. They are reaping the rewards because they have been consistent doing the little things over many days, over many nights, over and over and over again, even when they felt like giving up, even when they felt like throwing in the towel, even when they felt like they weren't ranking up as fast as what they thought, they stayed servant, and the results are speaking for themselves. You know, it's a great time here at IM, and here's why I say that. Over the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks maybe, I really got to see the owner really do what he says in front of everybody when nobody's watching. I'm gonna repeat that. I got to see the owner do what he says he's gonna do in front of everybody when nobody's around. What I mean by that is, we had a trader who thought he was bigger than the company. We had a trader who thought he could scam millions and millions and millions of dollars. And when it came to fruition, Chris Terry pulled the plug. And I say that not to spread rumors, not to spread gossip, but it reassures that Chris Terry is not looking to make $1 billion once. He's not looking to build this one time. He's not looking to do this and hope that it lasts. He's willing to do whatever it takes to build a legacy company, so that this way your children's could reap the rewards off of what we're building here today. And it gave me a great sense of pride to know that I'm in the right place at the right time with the right leadership. That our leaders don't talk about profits or people over profits, just saying it to amuse people. They really mean it. They really put their money back out. Jason and Matt are taking us to Cabo this week, leave on Wednesday for a couple of days. They paid for it. Think about that. They paid for the chairman to go on a trip with their own money. This is not a company chairman retreat. This is a Jason and Matt chairman retreat. When you have servant leaders, you're at the right place at the right time. See, so many people get distracted with the shiny object syndrome. So many people, they want to get rich quick, and they're not willing to put in what it takes to make it happen. They're not willing to put in the time. Listen, I love Brandon Boyd's story. Chairman 10, Chairman 25. It took him 2 years to hit Chairman 50. 2 more years to hit Chairman 100. So within 5 years now, he's making, the Chairman 100 money, which is over 100,000, as we all know, a month with bonuses. And think about that. Think about that. It's taken them 5 years. So even if it took you 5 years to rank up, is it worth it? Even if it took you 10 years to hit the Chairman 100, is it worth it? Think about that. You know, I've been stuck here now at Chairman 10 for a little over a year. I get really close to hitting Chairman 25. I'll hit it, and then I'll lose it, then I'll hit it, then I'll lose it, I'll hit it, and I'll lose it. But I wouldn't change this for anything. I wouldn't change this for anything. And you got to think about this. 90% of today's in IM chairman were in my organization, in my previous company. So I wasn't flipping over massive teams. I started just like you and me, or just like you and everybody else in this call, right? I started having to recruit. I started having with nobody on my team. I didn't flip over a huge team. Okay, my team was already here. Ness Vasquez was on my team. Julian Kushner was on my team. Herman was on my team. Ronaldo, who has the #1 team using DCX, was on my team. Jonathan Silva was on my team. The list goes on and on and on and on and on and on and on. These guys were in my organization. So when I came over, I said, #1, the services have to work. #2, I have to work. I took a look in the mirror and said, I have to work. For the first 90 days, I used the service, and the services absolutely crushed it. So when I realized that, I said, okay, now the only thing that's left, the only variable left is me. And I have a saying, if it's up to me, it was meant to be. If it's up to me, it was meant to be. Meaning, if it is up to me that I'm going to have success in this company, meaning I'm going to use the services that they offer, but I'm going to use it the correct way, the right way, right? Not getting rich overnight, then it was meant to be. I look at San Morgan, the whole team out here calls him Mr. Down Jones. He trades the US 30 every night at 8:30. He makes anywhere from 15 to 2,500 almost every night religiously. Religiously. The guy is making over Chairman 50. If they have a Chairman 75, he's making Chairman 75 money using the services. And when we came over here, you got to remember, San, he's in the music industry. He's with all the rappers. You go to his Facebook, he's somewhere every night at a new club with the rappers. Okay. The guy didn't understand the markets. He didn't know how to trade, but using the services and plugging in, he's learned how to do it. You know, I started jumping on one of our services about 2 weeks ago now, Colors. I don't know how many of you are using Colors. It's a Forex product, but see, I subscribe to everything. I use everything. So Dr. Spilla, I use his Colors strategy. Let me tell you, I had a guy in Texas, a young guy in Texas who's on it. He's been trading. He uses it. He actually uses Colors to trade binary options. It works for both, but that's what he uses it for. He took his account from $2,000 to $18,000 in almost 2 weeks. Okay. Now, that's not what's impressive. What's impressive is he just used the compound effect and he stayed within the rules. And that's a service that not a lot of people are talking about. And Dr. Spilla put that in for the ordinary person. His thing was, if he could take the person who just got out of jail and teach him how to trade, he could change the world. Right? And he created a service that the company is loving. Let's talk about swipe coins. Let's talk about swipe coins right now. Nick was on my team in our previous company, is crushing it with his signals. Crushing it with his signal. Mike Sotero just did a boot camp last week, a 3-day boot camp. If you subscribe to everything, I highly recommend you go back and watch the videos of Mike's 3-day boot camp for SwipeCoin. He talks about DeFi for crypto. The dude is a beast and killing it. See, the reason why I'm talking to you guys about all the different services today is because I feel like too many people get caught up in one service. Look, HFX may not be for you. I'll tell you right now, in Australia, they're not allowed to use it. So if you're trying to build a team over there in Australia, you better figure out what other services work. But if you don't know what services are working because you're only using one, you're robbing yourself. See, I know this. A true millionaire has 7 streams of income. Well, in IM, we have several different products. I use swipe coins. I use colors. I use Gator. I use Cash Trap. I build the business. So I have all these different sources that are going to my income. Now think about this. Think about this. If IM were to go away tomorrow, I'm not saying, don't panic. We're nowhere near doing that. But if IM were to go away tomorrow, I know how to trade now. If IM were to go away tomorrow, my crypto portfolio is paying me enough to where I can survive. See, you need to get to that point with using the services that if it were to go away, your services will still be making you money. Does that make sense? Look, we are more than just, and we're getting ready to open up stocks too, but we are more than just the binary, HFX binary options platform. We are more than just a crypto platform. We're more than just a Forex platform. You know, not to mention drop shipping. The team in Mexico, listen, DCX. Is it okay? All I know is to be 100% with you guys. I haven't used the service for DCX. I paid for it. I haven't used it. I can tell you Ronaldo, who's a chairman, I think 100 or 250, his whole team in Mexico is using DCX. And in fact, his whole team, that's all they're using. And they got people making 10 to 20 grand a month just on their DCX platform that they opened up through IM. In fact, they become so big that their whole thing is promoting DCX, and they recognize and they do awards on different times they hit different milestones with selling something on their platform. I don't want to go into detail on it because I don't know the ins and outs, but I know this: the service is crushing it in a third world country. You got people on this team that are making more than doctors and lawyers using a service from IM. By the way, using a service that is hands-free from IM. By the way, using a service from IM where they don't have to physically store, physically package what they're retailing. Is it going to take effort on your end? Absolutely. Look, I know this. If it was easy, everybody would be doing it. This is simple because you have to put in some work. It's not easy. Everybody would be doing it. It's simple. You're going to have to put in some work. You're going to have to put in some effort. You're going to have to put in some long nights. You're going to have to put in some. Look, the other day we did an event out here. I got home at 2 a.m. 2 a.m. That's after getting up to do a call at 2 a.m. the day before for some recruiters I'm trying to recruit in Australia. Look, you have to be willing to get uncomfortable in order to have massive success. You have to be willing to get uncomfortable. If you're not willing to get uncomfortable, that's cool, but don't expect all-out success. All-out success is going to take all-out massive action. All-out success is going to take all-out massive action. See, there's people that get in here with us, and then they're having fun and they're doing it for a little bit, and then they don't get the success that they want instantly, and then they're out. I would rather them not even join the company and waste their time or waste their money or my time. Because the reality is this: they're not willing to do what it takes. Their mouth is writing a check that their ass can't cash. That's the truth. They sit there and they say, oh, I want this, I want that, I want this, I want that. Yet they can't do it. We have people that were part of this company that are now sitting here trying to recruit me into another company, talking about I don't have to recruit. Then why the hell are they on the phone with me? Well, actually, let me take it back. They're not on the phone with me because I wouldn't give them time or day. That's number one. Number two is, why are they messaging? If they don't have to recruit, then why the hell are they messaging me? And I guarantee if I show them my check on Friday, they don't make that in a month. 2 months. And I say that with all due respect. I'm not saying it to be braggadocious. And I'm not saying it to be egotistical. I'm saying it to say, guys, this shit works. This system works. Today at 9:00 a.m., there was a podcast that I did with JC Ringel that dropped. It was as raw as it comes. He interviewed me for his thing. It was as raw as it comes. And it made me go back and think about how phony and how fake this industry has become. Because people are infatuated with what they see on IG and they believe that to be real. And people are infatuated with what they see on social media. But the truth is, if I were to walk into some of these people that say they're making it, homes, it says otherwise. It says otherwise. And that's what it made me realize. This takes hard work. You know, I remember getting into arguments with people when I would see all these people wear self-made shirts, self-made. And then over the years, I just come to accept it. And now I'm like, no, skip that shit. Ain't nobody in network marketing self-made. Not one person. If you're self-made, then you ain't making no money. Right? It's team driven. It's team made. But it's staying the course. It's not jumping ship every 5 months. Every time you see a new shiny object that you got to jump the ship. Could you imagine if you did that in your relationship? Damn, I guarantee my wife has seen guys that are hotter than me. Right? Could you imagine if she just jumped ship because, hey, there's a new hotter guy in town? Guys, listen, if it sounds cliche, as all can be. But if you stick and stay, you'll get your pay. How many times have you heard that? If you stick and stay, you'll get your pay. Well, it sounds corny, and I'm the first one to tell you, it sounds corny. It sounds really corny. But it couldn't be any more the truth, because so many people get distracted on something they've seen on social media, on something that they've seen. Oh, this is going to make you so much crypto. Oh, this is going to do this. I mean, I guess people just become naive and didn't think that they have to ask questions anymore. Okay, if that's the case and you don't have to recruit, then why are you recruiting? That would be the first question that anybody should ask, right? I mean, that just seems like common sense. You know, if it was so true, then why aren't you making the money that you want to make? Right? Like if somebody asked me, hey, what are you making? I make Chairman 25 money week in and week out. Just from IM, not including the trading, not including anything else. I tell you, I hit it 1 week. 1 week I'll get a check for almost $7 grand. The next week it'll be like, $5 grand. I'm consistently in between 25 and 30 grand of US dollars. I have no problem sharing that with anybody. You could go look at our comp plan. You can see what it pays. I have no problem sharing. But the work that it takes to get to that level is what nobody sees and what nobody's willing to put in, and what they say they're willing to do it, but most people really aren't. And I had this conversation with the mayor the other day, and I'm like, look, dude, like you so want all these things to travel, right? Like he wants to build a big team so he could travel all over to go be with the teams and do these things, the glorious parts. But I'm like, bro, you got to build in your backyard before you can go into another country. You can't even keep the people that are happy that are in your backyard. How the hell are you going to keep people happy that are in another country? And so that's that. Like, you gotta build local to go global. Does that make sense? You gotta build local to go global. And I truly, I'm sorry, I had to knock off this. I'm in my backyard, and right now out here we have all these baby lizards like running around like crazy. So I had to knock it off the wall real quick. But you have to build local to go global. And I truly mean that. I didn't go international until I was hitting, well over six figures a year. What took me to the 7 figures a year was going global. Okay. You got to build local before building your backyard. Before get three, let me explain. And I think this is where we screw up because people overcomplicate. You want to have success in IM? Go and get 3 people. Go and get 3 active people to pay their subscription and teach them to do the same thing. When you could teach 3 people to go and get their 3, you can build $1 million business. It's that simple. It may take you talking to 300 people to get your 3. I don't know. Do not stop until you get your 3. The quicker you get to your 3, the quicker you're going to get to a 10 grand a month income. That's the truth. That's the truth. You want the sauce? That's the sauce. That's the secret. Don't overcomplicate it. Share what we have. Share all the services that I just talked about for the last 30 minutes. Share the services. In order for you to share the services, use the service. And here's what I realized this weekend when we did this event out in LA. A lot of people, even on our team, overcomplicate things. They're overcomplicating it. They say too much. They talk too much. They throw up on their prospects. They're giving them too much information. Stop. Just stop. Leverage Simon, leverage me, leverage the people that are having success. And if in the one lady said, well, I got to be a successful trader to share with people. No, you don't. No, why? Do our services work? Do you believe our services work? Yes or no? She was like, yeah. I said, great. Why do you believe they work? Well, because I've been with Gabriel when he's trading. I've been with the mayor while he's trading. Okay, leverage that story. Well, I get what I start telling people and I go, that's the problem. You're trying to do too much. This is what you say. Launched a project in the area. I met a couple of successful business people who've launched a brand new project in the area that I think you're perfect for. Are you available at 5 or 7? Hey, Simon, I'm in a hurry. Listen, man, I just launched this brand new project in your area, and I think you'd be great for it. Do you have some free time to talk around 5 or 7? Simon says, oh, what's about? Bro, I'm in a hurry. I told you I was going into a meeting. Look, this project is absolutely insane, and I'm sitting down with people. They're actually waiting for me, calling me over, and they've been waiting here. I don't want to be rude. Listen, I'm in my backyard. There's nobody here. It's me. But this is what I would say to them if I was prospecting them. And then before I get on the phone, hey, Simon, I just wanted to confirm you're good for 5 to 7. Hey, listen. I'm getting one of these guys who introduced me to this project that's having absolute massive success. I'm gonna get him on the phone. But listen, dude, he's gonna take time from his day. And look, this may or may not be for you, and I'm okay with that. So I'm gonna take it away. But I respect these guys to the fullest. And I don't want to lose the respect that they have for me. So if you're not gonna get on the call, bro, just be real with me. But if you're gonna be able to jump on the call, I want to introduce you to them because they're absolutely crushing it and they're taking time to show me how to do the same. But that's all I do. I still do that to this day. So if the people that are having massive success do that, why wouldn't you do that? Right? And listen, the way I do it for me may not work for you. You got to do it so many times to where that you figure out what is comfortable for you, what works for you, what saying, what is it? What is the points in the conversation where I need to shut up because you got to assume the sale, right? Where is it? By doing it over and over, you're going to get better. You're going to know those numbers. But until you do it, you're never going to know. So Do it. Like Nike says, just do it. You just got to get out there and do it. It's literally that simple, not easy. It's literally that simple, not easy. You got to do it. You got to get out of your comfort zone. Your comfort zone has you in the exact area of your life where you're at right now. And look, I'm not here to be judgmental, be rude to you guys, but I'm going to tell you, you're at in life, you're at the exact spot you were meant to be at right now. You're at the exact spot where what you have put in is what you're getting out. It doesn't work any other way. See, I can't sit on my ass for the next 6 months and expect to get Chairman 100. That can't happen. Right? My income is not going to go up with me being stagnant in life. My baseball teams will not get better without them practicing. There's no way for it to happen. It's impossible. There will be no improvement without me doing what I need to do. Does that make sense? So the only way for you to have success over the next 90 days, 120 days, 6 months, a year, is by you going all out and getting committed today. Learn another service today. Pay for another service today. Go in your back office and log in for a new service and learn how to use it. Something that's going to work for you, whether it's DCX, whether it's colors, figure out what's going to work for you and use it and do it and learn it and become an expert at it. Because listen, I'm talking to you about those services, and can we agree that I probably sound pretty confident about those services that I talked about today, right? And the only way I sound confident and my belief level index goes up is because I'm using the services. I'm gonna say that again. The only way I sound confident and the only way my belief level index goes up is because I use the services. I use the services. See, if I took a sleeping thing, some pills that were supposed to make me sleep better, but I never use the services, could I talk effectively about that, what that product is doing for my body? Absolutely not. And the same goes with what we're doing. I feel like sometimes because we're a service-based company, people forget that part of it. You still got to use the services. You still got to use the services on a daily basis for you to have that belief in the service and for people to have that belief in you. Because I don't know about you, but I'm really good at telling when somebody's bullshitting me through a presentation or when somebody's bullshitting their way around a product. Pretty good about that. Maybe it's because I've been in the industry for over 15 years. I don't know. But I'm like, yeah, bud, you don't even believe in the shit you're talking about. Like, right? Or they just say stuff that just, bro, everybody in the company's making $1 million. They're doing this. Like, all right, show me documentation. Oh, wow. Like, don't oversell it. Don't overhype it. Use your success stories or build your success stories or use your team or anybody else's success story. Leverage what Alex Morton has done here. Leverage what Jason Brown and Matt Rose has done here. What Teacups has done here. We're like, I know Teacups, Lizaldo Tavares, from when he got locked up. I know when he just started looking at IM. I know when he got out of IM. I know when he got back into IM. I know when he was sleeping at Darwin's house. I know when Darwin was borrowing money from me. I know when these guys who are making the millions now where they were before, and it's all because of the steps and the actions that they've taken years before this happened. So maybe this is a call to action call, and I wasn't leading it down that road, but maybe it is a call to action. Maybe you need to go out and challenge yourself to learn a new service, learn a new thing that we have to offer. Because at the end of the day, our services make people money. So why wouldn't you want to learn about multiple of them? Why wouldn't you want to learn about the masses, right? Why wouldn't you want to jump on every call, every time? Like, I subscribe to everything. Sometimes I just jump on a call just to hear what they're talking about. And it gets me fired up again. Stay close to the campfire. Don't look at the shiny object syndrome. If people were making as much money as they're saying, they would be listed in the top earners, and they're not. Right? We hold 5 of the top 10 or 6 of the top 10 spots now. Trust what you have in front of you. Go out and work the system. I love each and every one of you. I'll see you guys at the top. Simon, I'm gonna turn it back over to you, buddy. I appreciate you.
Cheers, Joe. Really, really appreciate it. Nice wake-up call. I'll tell you now, and Joe and I never spoke about this call before, about the content. And I'll tell you now, he's spot on. Absolutely spot on. I've got so many notes here. Now, you know all the crap about, oh, well, I've got to see if the product works. I've got to get some results. Let me ask you this question. If you had a migraine and you took a Nurofen, do you know how the Nurofen works? No. But why do you take the Nurofen? Because you know the result you get. So it's the same process. So you guys have seen my trades today. So use my trades. Now, this is what I'm doing. I've got people queuing up looking to join. We've only got 3 days left of the incentive. Now, you guys are so missing out. You guys are so cocking up and mucking up. You're just missing it. If you don't get on the bandwagon and go crazy to get people in, I don't know what it is. A lot of the work comes down to belief. No belief. Well, I've given you proof about belief that the products work. Now, admittedly, that's focusing on one product, which is DeLorean Hyperdrive. And I love it. I love that product. Why? Because it works. But you guys need to get hold of one of the products and you need to use and abuse it as well. But it's like, you know, I don't understand, and I struggle to find why people haven't got their 2 or their 3 or their, I think in IM Academy, I think I've sponsored about 84 people. It's like, you know, I've not just gone for 2 people or 3 people. No, but there again, I'm a networker and I love building teams. But the guys, you guys on here, and if you're listening to the recording, you don't use me. If I was you and I knew of somebody that's been in the industry, next month is going to be 34 years, who's made 14 million, I'd use and abuse that person. I would get me on every call you have with your prospects, and I would use and abuse me in a big way. But you guys are just missing the target. It's like you got a blindfold on and you're in an archery session and you're trying to hit the target. You're clueless. You got no chance. What I love about Joe is his honesty. And he's in your face and he tells it as it is. And Joe sponsored a guy that we was in a company before, and that guy was making $1 million a month. So Joe knows what he's doing. He understands that. And so does Brandon. Brandon knows what he's doing. I mean, Brandon, when I first joined IM Academy, Brandon then was telling us how much he was making a week. And he was making $25,000 a week with one of the products. And he didn't have a problem saying that. And he's making thousands and thousands with the opportunity. So the benefit is we're not doing pills, potions, lotions, tablets, skincare, face cream, whatever. We're involved in an opportunity that's money. That's why I don't have a problem going out to the masses and shouting from the rooftop about the opportunity, because I know we're making money and I know that I'm using the product and it works. Anyway, I'm going to get off my soapbox. I'm going to stop. So this is being recorded and it will be recorded and Dave will send it out through the groups and everything else. And Jan, when you get it in the Telegram group, if you can convert it and send it to me on WhatsApp, I'd appreciate it. Anyway, guys, my time's up. Thanks for yours and I will catch you guys later. Take care. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.